You're here for a tournament. Will, describe to people what goes on with your event, how they can get involved in it.
Full
Court 21?
Yeah, it is the world's most unique basketball tournament because it is not 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, or 5-on-5. It is you against the world. The first time you leave your parents' backyard, playing off the garage, or playing in the driveway against your brother or sister, you go to the park. You don't go as a rep team. You don't have 5 other guys with you. You go by yourself.
Yep.
And who's ever at the park, that's who you play against. This is the essence of this game. This is where you start to learn your skills and like, okay, there's a guy there who played at college or university. He's probably the best guy at the park. Then there's another guy who's like the old guy who's been out there for a long time. He talks crazy. And you let him play because, he's been like a fixture at the court for years.
Then there's the 8-year-old who's just a hell of a ball handler who's like, little kid, go away, but nobody can get the ball from the kid, right?
And the ball is probably his. He's the only one with the quality basketball at the park.
Yeah.
And then there's the last guy. There's the last guy who we like to call the costume, who is there at the park in a full Vancouver Grizzlies uniform and can't play a lick. But we welcome everyone to come out.
Know those guys.
And that's a part of the community, though. And this is a big community-type deal. We do it in 24 cities on 4 continents around the world. It is part of a global tournament. And we talked about the NBA just a second ago. We are supported by the National Basketball Players Association, led by one Christopher Emmanuel Paul and one LeBron Raymond James. So it's to the point where 2 years ago, we were just struggling to get this happening. And now they're looking at the quality of what we're doing with no major global sponsor in 24 cities around the world. Doing this in the World Finals are held in New York City, August 21st. I'm doing it in 5 cities across Canada, in Toronto, of course, Vancouver, Montreal, Edmonton, and Halifax. And the winners go on to play in the All-World Finals in New York. And Canada won. They actually came in first and second last year, so we're trying to repeat. That's the idea.
So you're just showing up to if I just show up to the event, they're going to pair a year with those 4 guys.
No. You're by yourself.
By myself.
You play against 4 other guys. But here's the thing. It's a 15-minute runtime game.
Oh, okay.
7-minute and 30-second first half, 2-minute halftime, 7-minute and 30-second second half. And normally when you play 21 or American, you guys call it American in Canada, there could be 20 guys on the court, and you can get fouled indiscriminately, and there's no penalty.
Yeah.
We reward the shooter. So if you get fouled while you're playing, because all you get is 3 fouls in our game, and it's refereed, it's a time game, and once you get 3 fouls, you're out. And so if you shoot and you get fouled in a shot, you get free throws. If you score and you go to the basket, you get free throws. And
well, that's not the essence of what street ball was all about, because there's somebody calling fouls, and you could actually
you can't call fouls, and we try not to call it street ball. It's more of a pejorative to call it street ball, but we're looking for people to come out. Where you can find us, fullcourt21canada at gmail.com is an email. I'd like to give away 5 free passes to anyone 14 plus who wants to show up. You email me today as a result of listening to this show, 14 plus, fullcourt21canada at gmail.com. You can find us on all the social media outlets here, fullcourt21canada CA. And I want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Lisa, and the guys over at the Delta. They're doing great work with Serve 360 for the BC Hospitality Foundation, for BC Children's Hospital Foundation, and also for Mission Possible. They had no obligation whatsoever to help us out today and help us with giving us the room there, but they've done great, and I want to shout them out.
Where and when? When can people show up?
At David Lamb Park. In
Yaletown.
In Yaletown, the beautiful Yaletown, from 12 to 6, Saturday morning. Or Saturday afternoon, I guess.
Not at midnight,
No, not at midnight.
Noon to 6.
Absolutely.
Noon to 6 tomorrow in Yaletown. You can check it all out. Will Strickland, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out, buddy. Nice to talk some ball with you again.